It sounds like montage music.
It is montage music. Yo, what's good, man? We are back with another episode of the Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. And today we come to bring y'all another movie, man. This is week 35. Shit. Fucking 35 episodes. Yeah, 35 episodes. Yeah. Fuck. So, yeah, it is. So, before we get into that, man, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves, man. My name is Showtime Slim. Who else we got in the building?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why you
Black
loud?
Roots in that motherfucker. Back at it again with a sorry ass movie.
Do you always got to get so close to your mic when you do that shit? That shit loud as fuck.
Yeah.
This nigga goofy.
Don't ask me questions, nigga.
Fuck out of here, Greg.
That's just
Fucking
catchphrase,
goofy
man.
Greg. He's goofy as fuck.
Shout out Greg. He's ass.
Stay on your toes, nigga.
This nigga is a fucking. All right, man.
All right, it's all right, man. Let's not take 35 minutes with the intro.
That's this black guy.
Okay. Mr. Assertive in his art. Okay. Way to assert yourself there, buddy. Pause. Just lower pause, man. I'm in here, man. Let's do what we gotta do, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, John Doe, man, the Mexican Jet Li, man, NDR. Oh, that's fell as fuck.
What up,
man.
John?
That's
Salute to John Doe, man.
What up, brother John? They spoke to you in a minute. How are you, brother?
Hey, man, I
heard that bottle,
work
damn.
right now. Just, getting that bread.
Getting that bread, doing a podcast, bro. I can only salute some shit like that. You feel me?
Hey, does it make me an alcoholic that I can tell the size of that bottle?
You probably can't, though.
I probably can though.
What size is it? Pause.
I don't know the measurements and shit. It's like it's damn sure not the baby one.
Of course
It's
not.
It's the like the two sizes above that one.
Hey, correct.
Come on, man. Alcoholic.
Good,
game.
man. I never get this size bottle. I either get the big bitch or the medium bitch, and you was right on. Good shit, brother. You might need to check into an AAA meeting.
Shit's for quitters.
Facts.
All right, man. So today we got a movie brought to you by Art. We got Art, you can go ahead and introduce the movie, man. What we got today, and why did you pick it?
It's me, Earl, and the dying girl, man. I baited niggas in. I tried to bait niggas in by lying, saying it was like girls next door. But,
Why you sounded like so clear
Yeah.
last week, and you sound ass now?
I was just about to
muffled
say
right
he
now.
sound like muffled and in a tunnel at the same time.
I have no idea. I have no
There
idea.
you go. Okay, you're getting a
You
little.
almost
I
you
got
sounded
you.
a little clear, a little bit clear.
All right, yeah, but yeah. I don't know, bro. I really don't be having reason to pick my movies, bro. I just pick movies that I like and see, and I just want to see if y'all like the movies that I like. That's all.
Okay, so you said you tried to bait niggas in, saying it was like
Yeah.
Girl Next Door last week. So
And it got some similarities.
what
It's a girl-
similarities?
it's
There's a
nigga.
girl.
The
It's a
There's a
opening.
girl and a guy.
There's a girl.
Can I tell the similarity?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go ahead,
It's a-
repeat it. Say what
It's
we
a
just
nigga. It's a nigga. He in school. He got a friend. They made they made a movie.
Okay.
The
Okay.
most basic of similarities, bro. I swear to God.
So Girl Next Door got like 350 views at least right now.
Yeah, bro.
I don't.
So let's keep name dropping Girl Next Door.
Facts.
Girl Next
I
Door is
will
a
say,
fact.
Girl
one
next door.
similarity
Girl next
is
door.
at the very beginning, both of them niggas didn't know what they wanted to basically do. I guess maybe that could be a similarity. Other than
Talking when
that,
he was writing, like typing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
know what he
They
wanted to type
both narrating throughout the movie.
Other
Question:
than that, no
we
similarity.
all made it through high school, correct? Like everybody
Yeah.
made it to the end of high school.
Yeah,
Did y'all have this like? Because it's a theme between these two movies of the anxiety of what am I gonna do after high school. Did y'all have that issue?
No, I did not.
I ain't really had it. I wouldn't say anxiety, but I didn't really know exactly what I was gonna do. But I didn't have anxiety about it.
What about you, Slim?
Nah.
Okay.
All right, man. So Art's mic is ass. So Roots, you can probably take the lead today, but you want to do the character thing first?
Shit, I forgot about that shit.
We don't have to.
We honestly don't. Like, it's a nigga in here that's familiar. That's actually my favorite character.
RJ.
He's also my favorite character in the other movie that he was in called Harder They Fall.
I'm pretty sure he might be everybody's favorite character.
Is he a real nigga?
Not mine.
What do you mean? Is he real?
He
said he a real nigga.
Oh, you said he is. Okay.
He said he might be everybody's favorite.
His name is RJ. I don't know how to say his last name. Is it Cyler? You said?
It's Cyler, bro. Cyler. RJ Cyler.
Yeah.
One problem
RJ
that I
Cyler.
did have, there's not no nigga that I knew growing up that walked around without a taper, bro. Nigga ain't had no lineup at all.
His shit was fucked up. Yeah.
It's like they did it on purpose. Like, what the fuck? Like, why?
I don't know.
That's ass. No nigga was walking around like that.
Bro,
even
I mean, he's not like
the weirdest of niggas
bro.
that I knew did not. That nigga was not in the suburbs. That nigga was in the project.
It do got some niggas that got, some niggas do have like fucked up hair type shit going on.
Yeah,
not everybody
here.
But he didn't come up as the type of nigga that
ain't
cared
true,
about how he looked.
Yeah, like that ain't true. It's definitely niggas that have fucked up hairlines and shit.
I've seen a few niggas with fucked up like haircuts and shit like that.
Yeah,
that shit was ass.
Them be the niggas that get the memes made about them, Roots. Like they real niggas.
Like the niggas from Power Rangers. Like that nigga shit was fucked up.
So the nigga Greg is played by Thomas Mann, and he was in like Project X.
I still have not watched that movie all the way through.
He was in one of them King Kong movies. I remember him from that.
Yeah, Skull Island, I think. He was in the Hansel and Gretel shit where they did. Y'all remember the Hansel and Gretel shit came up? Where they was like witch hunters.
Yeah.
Who was he in that?
That wasn't him.
No,
What,
he was in
he
it.
like the apprentice nigga? Like the nigga was like trying to be with them and shit?
I don't know what he was. I just know he was in it.
Yeah, anyway.
Let's talk about the dying girl. That's who was my favorite character. She's
Olivia Cooke.
Why?
So do you recognize her, Puos? Because like we said last week,
House of
yeah, she was in the show
Dragon,
you watched.
nigga. Team Green. What are you? She's the queen.
Yeah, I don't know what none of that means.
So she in House of Dragon, and she's supposed to be. Is she like British or like?
I don't remember. I think she got like a little accent, but they all do because they from like the 1800s or before that.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah,
She's
the
great.
Thomas Mann dude, Puos. He was in Halloween Kills too.
Oh, that Kills. Oh, that was cool.
know
Ends
you
is
were
terrible.
Halloween, nigga.
That's probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I've heard. I haven't seen it. So yeah, the Olivia Cooke, she was in House of the Dragon, like Puos said. She was in Ready Player One. She was actually the main girl in Ready Player One down there.
Oh yeah. That is her.
She's doing big things, man. Salute to her.
Facts. So salute
My
to the
favorite
characters.
female character was Rachel. Not Rachel. What's the other girl name?
Madison.
The pretty girl.
Yes,
Madison.
She didn't do
fine
shit.
as hell. I don't care if she was fine as hell.
Hey man, watch yourself.
How?
She probably grown. Puos.
I'm sure she grown
Definitely
now.
grown. She was grown then.
Her portrayal probably was a 16-year-old though. I don't know.
What that mean?
Huh?
Just because she's playing a 16-year-old, she
Yo,
can't be
y'all
fine?
niggas are
Yeah,
funny, bro.
nine times out of
Y'all are
10,
funny,
she was
bro.
an adult in the movie. But
Hey,
I just
hey,
feel
man.
like
10 times out of 10.
Look,
They
man,
don't hire kids like that.
Let's look up her age and let's see if you qualify for what you're saying right now. How old is she?
Go ahead.
Where my phone at, man? Matter of fact, never mind. We just gonna say she an adult because I don't want to do that to you, bro.
Her name is Catherine Hughes. I got it.
She was
Catherine
21,
Hughes,
man. Fuck it. She was 21, bro.
She was 21.
Yeah. Just going to
Was she in anything? Fuck, nothing that I know of.
Okay.
Also, I want to give one. They had a cameo. They had the Bobby nigga, the little short
Bobby
black
J.
nigga. Bobby J. Yeah,
Stanley from That's So Reason.
yeah. You know that was the dude from Role Models too. The little kid.
He was in the movie?
Yeah, that was the brother.
Yeah,
That
he
was,
played the brother.
Oh, that
Black
nigga was
dude,
grown
bro.
as hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
he was a
yeah.
nigga.
He definitely
played
look a lot.
nigga.
He look a lot bigger and taller
Yeah, I thought he was like a regular. That was gonna be his height forever.
It was the camera angles and the fact that he was sitting down.
It was definitely camera angles, and when he's sitting up on shit, like he was
that
sitting
nigga
on cars
didn't stand up the whole movie.
Nah, he did. He was
the one time he stood up is when he was encouraging that fight to happen, and then they only
he's like, I would have whooped your ass up
beat his ass.
Whoop his ass. Yeah, that was it.
Whoop his ass.
Yeah, they definitely did some camera angle shit with that. Yeah. Now that I think about it,
I can't wait to talk about that scene. That was my favorite scene.
Crazy. I did not even know was a midget.
Yeah, salute to the cast, man. They did a good job. So, yeah, Rich, you can take the lead on this, bro.
Oh, girl, mom, somebody too, though, right?
Yeah, she done been a lot of shit.
Fuck it. What was her name? Denise. Wasn't it Denise?
She was on something, bro.
She played like a nerd bitch on something. And
she was in Scary Movie 4, apparently.
Seeing that.
I don't remember her at all.
I don't either.
Yeah, she been in a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit. But Scary Movie 4 is one of them that says
Nick Offerman that played the main character's dad. Oh, and John Bernthal, of course, he played the history teacher. That's one of my favorite actors.
Who is he?
From The Walking Dead.
Yeah, nigga from The Walking Dead. A show on HBO right now called This Is Our City. He played Punisher in the Marvel series, Fury, a lot of shit. He's in a lot of shit. Oh, he was an accountant. He played dude brother.
Little brother. Yeah, he was a little brother.
Yeah, I didn't notice him.
But yeah. So the plot of this this movie, it's an awkward ass kid. He thinks that he has being awkward figured out, just keep everything short and sweet, plain and simple. He thinks that he, avoids confrontation or being let down by having these very short interactions with people and, just kind of coasting under the radar. He gets forced by his mother to go hang out with this girl named Rachel. That's how white parents are. They cool with another parent that also has a kid and they want their kids to hang out. Like that's how they make friends a lot of the time. But excuse me. Yeah, so he gets forced to go hang out with this girl. She not really with it. He not really with it, but he like, man, my mom got me doing this shit. So
but it was because of her. It was because of her condition, though.
Yeah. She had leukemia. She had just got diagnosed with leukemia, and it was a little pity party type thing or whatever. But they made the most of it. His awkwardness actually allowed him to be able to interact with this girl in the best ways because she was just a little bit awkward too, or at least she was just entertained by it. You know what I'm saying?
She was definitely weird.
Yeah, the movie just goes from there. I think there's not really much to explain about it.
Yeah, pretty much. So we got me, who was Greg, Earl, that was RJ, and the dying girl, who was Rachel. Those are three characters we get introduced to, man. What y'all think about the characters? Let's start there.
Like, I would say the characters probably was the best part of the movie.
I was about to say, I wanted to say before you was talking, I could kind of relate to because Greg was a weird ass nigga. I wasn't that weird at all, like nowhere near. But as far as like how his system was like in school, keeping shit short, not really interacting with people like that was definitely me. Like,
word on the street is that Greg is more like KTL when he was in school.
No,
that's just what I heard.
Like I'm talking about all the weird shit.
KTL got bullied. Greg didn't get bullied.
Oh yeah, but Greg was a fucking chameleon. Like he was definitely a fucking chameleon, bro.
Greg was ass, man. Let's just be honest, bro.
Well, he checked all the boxes of like a ass nigga. Like he was a weirdo. He was corny as hell. He was scaring the women. Yeah, like he
was scaring the women, and he was scared of women. That nigga referred to a girl like touching his shoulder as like some bad manipulative shit.
But I feel like
I could see
yeah. But he was scared of women. But
he was terrified of that shit. Like I think everybody knows.
I don't think he was actually he didn't show no terrified like shit. He just
I think he was just pissed.
He looked at bad bitches like they were moose trampling along in the
Well,
forest,
yeah,
and
her.
not really giving
That's
a
a
fuck
fact.
about what they step
That's a
on.
You
fact.
gotta
He
put
did.
yourself in that type of mind frame. Like
I
that
can't because
nigga.
I've never been that type of nigga.
I can't. I haven't either, but I can like I can sympathize with what he's saying. Like he's like only reason she don't care what happens to this nigga, bro. Like clearly the only thing she cared about was making a fucking movie, bro. Or she ain't give a fuck about this nigga the whole time. Just make this movie, and he did it just because she a bad bitch.
So, Pools, what about before that? How do you see it before that? Because she came and told him to make the movie like halfway in. What about like the interactions before that?
She's just a nice girl. Hey, I'm coming into the thing looking for
Right.
dude for what bro at Mr. What was his name? Benson? Or that's
Teacher. Yeah,
I'm looking for the teacher. That's it, bro. She just a nice. Just because you're like a pretty girl, don't mean you gotta be a mean girl. She just coming in there. Hey, what's up? I'm being nice to this nigga. I'm looking for the teacher, but I'm gonna greet everybody in here.
And he felt like that's when we first saw the moose thing, and he felt like shout out KTL, man. He said all shucks. Roots found his spirit animal in the movie. I don't know who the spirit animal is, but yeah. So every time he seen Madison walk up, he felt like the little chipmunk or whatever getting crushed by a moose, and they kept showing us that shit. So yeah.
I mean, that's how some niggas are, I guess. I don't know, bro.
I think it was funny that so clearly this nigga got very low self-esteem and low self-worth. This nigga kept referring to himself as like he got a rodent face and he got a groundhog face and all this shit. That shit was funny as fuck to me,
bro.
Yeah, that shit was fucking funny to me, dog. He kept talking about himself like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you said, he had low self-esteem, and he didn't give himself the chance to even be somebody that was likable. Like
yeah, he said like some shit like they kept calling him handsome. And he was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not handsome."
Oh,
Like,
another similarity to last week. Old dude was doing the same shit.
That nigga felt disrespected by people calling him handsome. Like,
Clits?
bitch, don't call me handsome.
What Clits said?
Clits
Like,
was like,
kept
am
asking.
I ugly?
Yeah, he just kept.
But I think he did that once, though. He did that once.
No, because when the bitch said he was cute, he was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, another similarity. Okay, art.
Yeah,
that's like two of them. Good shit, boy.
Shout out Clits. But y'all said Clits was like one of them niggas or some shit.
He
I don't think
proved to
Greg
be
ever
more than
turned
just a
into
talker.
Yeah, I don't think Greg ever turned into that, in my opinion.
I think he did, as far as in doing something for somebody else. He really wanted to do that shit at the end of the movie. Like he wasn't bullied into doing that shit. He made a decision to go do that shit.
You got his ass cussed out and his ass whooped to get
Yeah,
that
like
shit done.
niggas kept getting on his ass, and he finally was like realizing, damn, I ain't got no friend. And that's one thing with him too. Like we talked about his low.
Like, damn, I really might be a fuck nigga.
Yeah, he talked about his low self-esteem, and he was yelling at his mama about all his problems and shit. And I'm like, bro, everything you said, nigga, is your fault.
Everything.
The nigga was
literally.
like, I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no date to the prom.
I ain't did my schoolwork, so I ain't going.
I ain't going to college. Like, nigga, all that's your fault, nigga.
Take accountability, bitch ass nigga.
Like that nigga was screaming at his mama because of that. Like, come on, bitch ass Greg, that's your fault.
And I know that might be actually how it is in those households, but I can't stand seeing that shit in movies because like that shit just not real. Shit. Yeah, that shit not real for me, bro.
Slim,
like I never talked above a whisper when it came to my phone.
I'm about to say that's another similarity right there. He fucked up his chances at college over a girl.
This nigga was low key kind of not forced, but I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah, you're right. He a bitch though. Like that nigga was.
I think it's yeah. Go ahead.
Everything he did, he didn't want to do none of that shit. Like majority of that shit was people making him like, you can't live your life like that, pussy. You can't do that, bro. So
it's like he wanted to be a bum, and people was forcing him to be more than a bum, and he couldn't fuck with that shit.
Well, he fucking hated himself, and that's kind of what she said. She had this whole little dialogue with him when they was in his room, or they was in her room, like towards the middle of the movie to the end of the movie. And she told the nigga, like, you hate yourself. You're going to go back to hating yourself, self-hating, all this shit. Like, because he really don't like himself.
He said some crazy shit.
Yeah, he said
you gonna go back to living your life being dead or something. He said you're gonna go back to being dead or some shit. And that's a crazy thing to tell a leukemia patient. Like
that couldn't have been my sister, or I'd have beat that nigga ass.
He might be the worst character we ever reviewed. Damn near, he up there.
I think so. You want to know what's funny about that though? What's funny about it is early in the movie, whenever he was in her room and he was telling her like this, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but he was like pretend to be dead and all this shit or whatever.
Yeah, whenever somebody says some dumb shit to you.
Yeah, he told her pretend to be dead, and then Wolverine got on his ass, so he had to change of heart.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, he had to change
shit out that nigga from the wall, bro.
Right, and so he didn't want to say that. Like he didn't want to tell her to pretend to be dead. But later on down the line, he want to tell her you can go back to being dead. Like when I leave.
Also,
some shit.
that was actually him. That wasn't somebody like playing as Wolverine.
Yeah.
He actually got like a credit for
that was Hugh Jackman
having that.
Oh, for real? That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he ain't call that nigga Bub?
That nigga definitely be calling niggas Bub.
Because he was technically just Hugh Jackman, not Wolverine. Because he had an Australian accent.
Yeah, it was Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. That's kind of like what he was portraying himself to be.
Facts, because he probably would have got sued if he actually did a Wolverine voiceover.
So what about y'all Pools, or what y'all thought about the characters? So
I just told you.
The reason I like of course Olivia Cooke, Rachel, she was a good character. She had she was supposed to be the likable character because she supposed to
played a good sick girl.
Yeah. She's supposed she was supposed to have a nice like her. The reason I like Earl though is he was these kind of movies don't usually have authentic black people. You know? Like his dialogue was one of my favorite in the movie, especially in that one scene. Like like he talked like a nigga. Bro. I like that. Like,
yeah, he hates himself, KTL. He really hates himself. Like you gotta watch this movie, bro.
Yeah,
you don't gotta watch this movie, bro.
I think you gotta watch
character.
I like the character, bro. Even though he's ass.
The Rachel character, I actually feel like she did a really good job. Like the whole time, like when she kept getting sicker and sicker, like I actually like started to feel bad for her and shit. I'm like, damn. Like
yeah, I think she did a great job portraying that. That's a fact. You really believed that she was dying from leukemia.
Hey, did anybody else get some weird vibes from her mom, bro?
Yes.
It ain't no weird vibe. She was going. Yeah.
I think that's what he mean by weird, because they was underage.
That part.
So can I get my question out that I was supposed to answer?
Of course.
He could have been 18 though, who else we don't know, they were seniors.
So you got a classmate terminally ill, your mom force you to go be friends with her. Her mother try and go. What y'all doing?
Pools already said it. Go ahead, Pools.
Hypothetically, you're 18. I said hypothetically you're 18. So
is it this mother, or is this like just the hypothetical situation? No, because I'm not going for her. Like I'm not going for her.
All right.
What's wrong with her?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Ain't nothing wrong with a couple, right?
I'm going for her, and I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas talking about. I'm fucking a cancer patient too. I'm doing both. Nigga, I'm spending all this time over here. I'm fucking both of these bitches. Like, nigga.
But this the thing though. Like, I feel like obviously they kept teasing that like if this was a romantic movie, we would
said some real shit.
What?
He said this could be her last time ever. Like,
yeah, nigga Earl kept saying, "Hey, play with them titties."
Facts.
Right.
Fuck her, and then after I hit the mom, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Earl, she going. You can fuck the mom too, bro. I'm finna go upstairs to my cancer patient, and you can stay down here and fuck this mama." That's what I would.
I think that was more of what what Roots was saying though. Roots was saying like how he kind of like scared and timid of like women, because like you can clearly see they had like this little bond growing. He definitely could have probably tried to got her if he wanted to. Like he was showing us the little previews of like if this was a romantic movie, then this would happen, and this would he could have made that happen. He wasn't going for it though.
Your comment is incorrect, bro. Horny would be if the mom was just like not showing nothing and he lusting after her. She going, nigga. I'm finna get some mouth out this old bitch. Then I'm going upstairs and going to maneuver her daughter into some other things.
And then she at one point offered them drinks and shit.
You feel me?
She made him get drinks.
I
They
ain't gonna
can't get
hold you
drinks.
that. I ain't gonna hold you that.
Earl was going for the drink as soon as she offered that shit.
That's a
I
fact.
ain't gonna hold you that. Like, you think about it, bro. Her mother was just in a super vulnerable ass state, bro. Her daughter's dying.
Hey
Don't got no
man,
man.
I didn't tell her to be in a
Nigga
vulnerable
said,
state
"Hey,
when she
man."
met me, bro. I didn't tell her to do that shit. That's what it is. Art, I'm sorry. It has to happen.
All right,
That
man.
niggas are
You need to get
crazy.
some type of sound bites in there, bro.
Hey, what y'all think of them movies, bro? I'm not gonna lie, them shit was mad confusing and shit.
What was confusing about them?
I didn't
They were
know what
supposed
the
to be
fuck
bad.
was going on.
They
Yeah,
were what
I've
they
seen
did
bad
was
movies, but I still understood what the fuck was going on.
so what they was doing was they was taking movies like classic movies or like foreign
Classic
movies,
foreign
whatever.
films, yeah.
Yeah, films that they liked, and they were taking them and they were taking the idea and they would turn it into some stupid shit. And so they said that's how the movies ended up being bad for that reason, because they were taking a movie they liked and turning it into some other shit. Like they took Apocalypse Now and they took it and made it a box of lips. Wow. And it was about some tulips in a box or some shit. So they was just
His ass,
taking
man.
movies and making them dumbass shit, bro.
A box of lips. Wow.
All right, come back, man.
It might have been
Wordplay, nigga.
might have been a bar.
Wordplay.
I was
So that
bored
was
with
their
this
hobby,
shit.
man. They was making these bitch ass stupid ass movies that nobody knew that they were making.
I'm not
They
gonna
had
lie,
like over 40 movies.
that's a cool little pastime. I'm not gonna lie. Like you in high school, like you just just doing some creative shit. It's like how niggas get in the studio and shit and just make music just as a
Yeah,
pastime type
that's
shit.
that's dope though.
That'd be like a nigga getting in the studio and just making bad movies. I mean, bad music on purpose, though.
Hey, Ice
That shit would
JJ.
be us.
That's literally
But he's a
every
troll
song
character.
ever though. Every song, like in recent history, most music is technically ass, but it just sound fire because it's so ass. I don't know how, but that should be ass, but it be amazing.
Yeah,
So
like
I mean,
Bed Bath and Beasley.
that shit is fire, nigga. You heard the easy grab, do throat
And
like
these,
a glass jar.
and these niggas made movies just for them two to watch, bro. They ain't even let niggas watch their movies.
Yeah, they didn't. Nobody knew about the movies.
I think that was the
later.
weird part, like the fact that they wanted to keep it. Like he wouldn't even let his dad see the shit. It was like, Dad, you're not supposed to be watching this movie.
I think he literally kept it a secret because they were ass. You heard him the whole time. He didn't think it was good, and it's partially might be because he got low self-esteem.
Yeah, insecure as a bitch.
Man, Tyler Perry makes
Even
bad movies
even
all
with
the time.
But even with the movie that they were supposed to make for her, the reason they couldn't get the movie made is because he kept saying the shit is trash. Like, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it not trash, but it's still trash. Like that's what he told her right before he played it. So he got low self-esteem, bro. That's all that. That's all that is.
Well, he wasn't wrong. A lot of that shit was terrible.
Yeah, but shit, that girl
shit
like it.
Started off looking like a commercial.
Somebody probably gonna like your shit, bro. Just put that shit out.
She liked it. Like you saw what
That's
it
my
did
point.
to her.
I want to get to
yeah,
that.
she loved the movies.
I want to get to the her movie.
No, he talking about her movie.
Yeah, her movie. I want to get to that later. But
A box of lips wow might be the worst shit I ever heard. They had like KT, they had like over 40 movies or something. And they all was like that.
Your ass up, bro. You ain't watching.
This is what I'm saying though, Art. You can't like he's in the comments. We have somebody in the comments, bro. This is a good thing.
That nigga don't count. Ain't no new followers.
Get on his ass then. Fuck it.
This nigga Art won't smoke.
Cook them.
So they literally got like a page that shows like all of the movies that they did, but it's like I'm gonna name one for instance. Like they remade a movie called Anatomy of a Murder, and they called it Anatomy of a Burger. So they was doing stupid shit like that. That's what all they fucking movies was. That's why they were stupid.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of hate this movie, Art. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
So let me ask you, what y'all think about? Well, we kind of talked about when I seen that scene in the cafeteria, man. The first time in the cafeteria, because he was ducking the cafeteria for his entire school shit. Apparently, like he would not go to the cafeteria because it was like territorial. These different groups of people, and the way he operated was he would have like casual relationships with each group in the school, so he wouldn't have to pick one or some shit. So like it had the jocks over here. He'll be cool with the jocks for a little bit, and then they got these goth niggas over here. He'll be cool with them. It's like this outcast fucking rapper, the white rapper guy that was just up there battle rapping niggas all the time. Like,
Are you talking about Sharon?
yeah,
Oh,
come on, bro.
What's the name? Peel Wheel or Peel Wheel?
really supposed to
Peel Wheel was
Greg
the
as a whole, bro.
what his name was? Ill. Wait,
Peel
what?
Wheel.
Ill Phil.
Oh, Ill Phil.
Ill
Nigga
Phil
dope,
was
man.
the drug dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Drug
nigga
dealer
really
and a rapper.
exposed Greg as a bitch for real, bro. I can go get to that part too.
It's a wild thing.
He
He
said-
something horrible
he says-
and get mad. It's horrible. But I like that.
Yeah,
Shout out to
exposed Greg.
KTL. in the
I don't
comments,
think this
man.
movie was horrible, KTL. I know.
Might have been.
So, what y'all think about the cafeteria scene when he first sat down and had lunch with the girls? Like,
It's like he don't know what like it's like he was trying to act like a teenager, like what a teenager is supposed to act like. Like whenever he made the comment about dude walking like a Tyrannosaurus Rex and shit.
yeah,
Like,
come
he
on,
didn't
bro. You
really
trying to be
feel like
funny
that
and shit,
He was
nigga.
just trying to be funny, and it turned out he was a fucking dick.
He might have felt like that, but I don't
It
know.
reminded
But
me, you know what it
I know he
reminded
was
me
trying to
of?
be funny.
It
Yeah.
reminded me of that scene from I think it was 22 Jump Street, 21 Jump Street. Whenever they went to the school and shit, and Channing Tatum's character or whatever was like trying to call somebody a nerd and shit, and niggas was
Right.
looking at him like he was weird. Like, bro,
Mhm.
you don't have to be that mean. Like, that's fucked up.
Just
That's what
socially
happened.
awkward, bro. That's. I mean, he said some wild, weird like, I'm gonna just masturbate on a pillow. Like, what's up?
Yeah,
with
that shit was fucking crazy.
But
When he
then
But
said
the
that.
friend,
it kind of worked with
Rachel thought that shit
Rachel.
was funny.
So that's why he probably trying to.
Yeah, that's
use
why
it
she
to
said it. Rachel egged that shit on, but come on, dog. This nigga don't know no better. Like, he ain't got no fucking
it?
awareness.
Before he even sat down, the little two bitches was like, "You
What
only
you doing
hanging
sitting
out
with
with her because she's dying." I would have been like,
Facts.
"Damn, bitch, what's up? Like, why you saying this
I'd have
shit out loud?"
definitely cussed that bitch out. First of all, bitch,
Yeah, she
mind your
basically was
fucking
like, why the
business.
fuck you sitting with us today? Like, you don't
Bitch,
sit
because
with
my
us.
friend sitting with y'all.
I'm
And
clearly
so I'm
cool
sitting
with
here.
old girl
And
now.
and
Why
you
I can't?
only friends with her because that's what she said to him. You only
And
friends
so
with
he
her
should have
'cause she
pressed
died.
back. He's like, okay, so why you still friends with her, huh?
Well, they were so I don't like that, Ruse, because they probably was already friends with her if she's sitting at their table.
Don't leave me at a table with no people I don't know. What's her name?
Rachel.
I thought Rachel was the bad bitch.
No, that's
Nah,
Madison.
Rachel was
Okay, don't leave me at no table with no people I don't know either, Rachel. You brung me over here. I ain't want to do this. You stay here as long as I'm here. So shit like this don't happen. Like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Them
But I
hoes would've
feel
got
like
cussed out.
so with him, I feel like y'all seen the way he was kind of like mingling with every group. I feel like he was a nigga that kind of knew everybody. Like even the nigga that was walking down the hall, walking down the cafeteria like a T-Rex. He knew that nigga. So I feel like he
they
knew
was playing
all these
Yu-Gi-Oh
fucking people.
earlier in the movie.
Yeah, he know all these fucking people. He just not really friends with them.
He let that
But he
nigga
only
hold on.
talked to them for small increments. So they knew him, but they knew
Right, they
of
knew
him.
each other, but they wasn't friends. Exactly.
You can't be casual enough to chop it up with niggas you kind of know. Like, I could do that easily.
You don't never be over here. What the fuck you over here for? That's what that was.
Man, nigga, I'm over here now, bro. Do it matter? Do you want me to, all you gotta say you want me to get the fuck up out of here? I'm gone. That's
I'm not
simple, bro.
going to because I was invited by somebody.
Oh, no, I'm
not
out of
you.
there.
So fuck you.
I'm out of there. You ain't finna be on my dick like that. I'm out of here. Like, fuck out of here.
Bro,
bitch.
at that point of her trying to press shit, I'm just gonna make you uncomfortable now. Like I'm
I
a
ain't
hoe.
that type of nigga, bro. Like, if you don't want me around, I'm not gonna be around. Like, I'm just be like, hey, Rachel, bro, these hoes on some other shit. I'm up out of here. Simple.
Yo, Madison sat down with the fucking pillow, bro. And they was talking about the pillow. And the reason Rachel thought it was funny is because they had this little conversation before in her room. But she asked him what he thought about the pillow. And he said in front of this table full of girls, he said, you might not want to get it too close to me because I might masturbate on it.
Crazy.
Goofy.
Absolutely insane.
Then he said the little joke about the goth dude, and he bitched out and left immediately. Like, you,
That
Yeah,
nigga
he
does it
ran.
all,
He
bro.
ran.
you a bitch. Like, I hate this nigga, man.
She said that was mean, Greg. He got up and
That
ran.
nigga was gone. That nigga got the fuck up out of there.
Pause. He tried to hold that nigga. Talking about, yeah, look at him walking down the hall like a T-Rex. Come on, bro.
That nigga
Why you
heard
trying to
that
hold
shit.
this
He
nigga,
mugged
bro?
the shit out that nigga. What, bitch?
He was on this nigga ass after that. Him and the rapper nigga. Bro.
Hey, what y'all? So to continue on with the story, what y'all think about the whole shit of them accidentally getting high off them cookies, but they thought it was the soup?
These niggas idiots, boy. These niggas are fucking idiots, bro.
First of all, the teacher told you I'm not supposed to be giving y'all food. That's one.
Facts.
Second, Earl, why is you taking cookies from this? Like, what's wrong with you? You know this nigga the drug dealer. Greg, and that's another thing. Greg, whenever the shit came out, Greg knew he was a drug dealer, but didn't realize that the drugs possibly came from the drug dealer until he said it out loud.
Clown.
No, that was Greg.
That's what I'm saying. Like Earl took the cookies, but Greg, I'm sorry. Yeah. Earl took the cookies and he told Greg that who he got the cookies from. He's like, yeah,
Facts.
I
And
got
Greg
it from,
he started eating them bitches. Right.
Do he know the severity of saying your teacher got drugs?
right.
Like, come on,
Clearly,
bro.
it's not that bad because nothing happened in that.
Let me
Well,
tell you,
he was wrong though. That's what happened.
Listen, the problem with these niggas is Greg. Mostly, it was really Greg. He kept saying shit out loud, bro. Why you keep
Oh
saying
my
shit
God,
out
I can't
loud?
believe our teacher has drugs in his soup.
That
All
he
on
did
the
the shit
bus
with
and
Rachel and her leukemia because people didn't know that yet until he said that shit out loud to the teacher. He did it on the bus. Yeah, he said the shit on the bus about the teacher.
Just
right?
use a Google search if you want to know when leukemia kills people, dumbass nigga. You gotta ask no nigga.
Yeah, because Rachel got leukemia, you know, and nobody knew that shit when you said it, bro.
But Rachel didn't even give a like. She was like, "It's
She didn't
ass
care,
that I
yeah.
gotta tell motherfuckers now," but she ain't tripped.
She said they was gonna find out eventually.
He felt worse about it than she did.
I would have felt bad too. Like,
He need
I
to
don't
keep
wanna-
his mouth closed, bro.
That nigga corny, bro.
And then he did the same shit with they had drugs in the soup. And then he was like, yeah, because the only thing we ate other than that was some cookies that we got from the drug
And
dealer.
he ratted on Pill Will. Like, he was a bitch. Like,
That's why Pill Will got expelled, because he got expelled after that.
I would have been like, that nigga capping, nigga. I don't got no fucking drug cookies. I just rap all day.
So that's why Pill Will was on his ass.
Fact.
Ill Phil. Why we keep calling him Pill Will?
I don't know. Ill Phil.
Ill Phil, yeah, that's his name.
That nigga was dope, man.
Ill Phil was battle rapping at this nigga.
That nigga got expelled and still pulled up in the middle of lunch. That nigga was in the
cafeteria. That nigga was trying to scrap and rap. He wasn't trying to
with a red flag in his left pocket. He was flaming. He was bloody all. That nigga
and he was on that nigga ass during the fight. That was a weak ass fight.
Hey, that nigga had a weak ass headlock.
Got up that nigga before he.
That nigga Greg. Hey, that nigga Greg was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this if you keep rapping. I'm like, bro, sock that nigga. What you mean,
bro? This nigga Earl ran from the back through the crowd like Stone Cold, bro. Where this nigga come from?
Nigga came through trying to whooping ass.
This nigga ran from the back. He wasn't even in the cafeteria.
He did a mad casual too. Like, man, I gotta help this nigga.
How the fuck he knew this nigga was up there? You wasn't even in the cafeteria.
He heard all that commotion and wanted to know what was going on.
But how he knew it was that nigga? He ran straight to the front, bro.
He just,
he ran straight through that crowd.
Look, this nigga Ill Will. What's his name? Ill Will, right?
Phil.
Ill Phil so cold. Even when the bitch came out there, he was like, "Oh, you see me just beat the shit out of you? You want to fuck with me?"
He did, bro.
That nigga didn't give a fuck.
Hey, but Earl was real again. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here if I have to whoop your ass again.
Earl was low key blocking. Like, damn, bitch ass nigga, going on, nigga. I'm trying to fuck this bitch.
That nigga say, what he said? He said, "Yo, babe, you see me pummel this bitch?" And that was after Earl got on his ass, because him and Earl got into it outside Earl's house. He came over there yelling and bitching and shit.
He deserved all that shit. He deserved
He really told him.
Niggas really talked to this nigga crazy, and they was talking to this nigga life, boy. He told him how he was like kissing niggas' ass and pretending like they was friends. They don't give a shit about it.
Nobody gives a fuck.
They was on his ass this movie.
About you.
That nigga said,
I will give the movie points for that, because that shit was dope. Like the dialogue right there was crazy.
He said, "You close to me knocking your shit loose right now."
Yeah,
son.
that's exactly what he said, bro.
That's when the hood came out, that nigga. Ain't no way that was in the script.
I like when he was like, bro, you really hoeing the only person who give a fuck about you. Like the only person who like you is Rachel, right?
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
you doing all this shit to her?
He
She
said
the
you treating her
only
like she a
person-
burden.
Exactly. Like that was dope. You get points
And
for
then
that.
went in the house and made a video.
Facts. Shout out Earl.
Yeah. That nigga
might be
told
like
that
the
nigga to
redeeming
punch him, bro.
factor of this whole fucking movie.
So I know how we talking like, Greg was a bitch ass character, but I feel like his bitch ass character was enjoyable. Like I liked watching his bitch ass.
Oh man, I did.
Like I liked it.
Yeah, like
Like that,
like it wasn't
that
like
cafeteria scene
usually
was funny as fuck, bro. Like
Yeah, it
he's
was.
tripping. Like
a nigga whipped my ass by battle rapping at me, bro. That was that's crazy.
yeah. Also the dialogue with him and her in the room, him and
Yeah.
Rachel in that room. I thought that was fire.
Yeah, I thought
scene-
that was fire too. They definitely
they were
wrote
saying
that
some
well.
real shit to each other. You said what, Roots?
I said they definitely wrote that well, like the whole thing, like he really embodied the character of, damn, my friend really giving up and is like voluntarily dying at this point. Like she ain't even fucking trying. Like I'm pissed.
So what I read about that was that they didn't even actually rehearse that scene. What happened was that they had to audition for their parts using that scene. And so since they auditioned for their parts using that scene, they did like 4 takes of it, like during the time where they recorded it, and then that was it. Because I guess they had to memorize it already when they auditioned. So I think they did that shit fire. KTL said Ill Phil wasn't getting hit with no almost fight execute. Yo, KTL, Ill Phil had that nigga in a headlock, bro. It was a weak ass fight. But he had the nigga in the headlock the whole time.
That was a Disney ass fight, bro. Like,
and this nigga was like, man, this nigga was like 5'2", 90 pounds, bro. This nigga little as shit.
Some niggas was the same height.
I wish I had a picture of Ill Phil, bro. I don't. That was bitch ass Greg, though.
Bitch ass nigga. Look at him.
Oh yeah, that's when they was high.
Hey,
look at when they was outside. This is when they was outside.
That boy was tweaking, bro. He seen the goddamn pink pig.
Yeah, he was high as hell
across the street and shit.
He was high as shit, bro.
He was in there tweaking.
I can't believe they blamed that shit on the fucking professor, bro. Stupid ass.
He really
nigga,
cool though. That nigga was really cool. Like he pressed the class, like, all right, one of y'all motherfuckers around here lying on my name and shit, talking about something, I'm getting y'all high.
I like that scene too when he was like how he thought his dad was some asshole nigga, and then like all his partners told him like how his dad really was, and he said you could really learn from somebody even when they die. Like I thought that I'd give the movie points for that. Like towards it started getting way better, but the first hour,
the teacher was one of my favorite characters too, because I had a teacher like that kind of was like a mentor type.
Pulse. What I got from this was that the first half of the movie was really lighthearted. It was like you could see like a lot of the comedy type shit that they was trying to do, man, funny and weird and shit. And then the tone just switched like mid movie as she kept getting sicker. Like the tone just switched, and it wasn't even no funny shit from like the middle to the end of the movie. It was all just like sad shit that they was painting type shit. But he was like, well, she gonna get better. Like she's not gonna die. This and that. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off.
That shit got me, bro.
Yeah, that shit was some bullshit.
That shit got me.
Lying ass bitch.
That's some fuck shit. Like they fucked up for that.
Like you really a fuck nigga, bro. Like,
but he told us 2 times, 3 times.
Lying to yourself.
That's the shit where you break the fourth wall and you talk to the audience.
Yeah.
But don't fucking lie to me, my nigga. Why did you fucking lie to me the whole time?
I was like emotionally invested in this movie.
Girl is in the title, bro.
It don't matter though. If I was emotionally invested, I might have been a little hurt.
You got beat up by.
I was not.
I mean, I think that was their plan. Though.
Hey, Art, I got a question. What the fuck is diminutive? How the fuck you say that?
Diminutive.
Yeah, what is it? What does it mean? I don't know that word. Yeah. If Luna was here, he would know.
This shit, KTL.
When did they say that? Like, when was that?
KTL said it in the chat. Like, I don't know what that means. KTL, we don't know that word.
Bro, listen. Can we all just like leave that alone?
Brother, we gotta talk to the comments, brother.
No, we don't.
We do though, because when I
gotta
see
interact.
comments on like the secret invasion, I be waiting to hear you niggas reply to what the fuck I'm saying, because I'm not
Okay.
We gotta interact with the government,
Diminutive means
diminutive, I guess.
diminutive means extremely or unusually small.
Hey,
So
yo.
he's saying he
Hey,
got beat up by a short nigga.
hey, yo,
Hey, fucking yo,
how
man.
you know, KT? How do you
Boy,
know
I got
he's
the
that?
vocab letters, man. I mean words.
KTL ain't even seen the movie, nigga. He can predict it.
Now somebody told me the nigga was a little
He
nigga.
probably didn't even know what that meant. He probably just wanted to use a big word.
He said, "Mean that
That
motherfucker
motherfucker
is small and weak as hell."
pause.
Yeah, he got beat up by Ill Phil, man. Ill Phil was he was B-Rad, KTL, but he was B-Rad from Malibu Most Wanted.
Don't be hating.
All right, man. So we talked about all that. So what do y'all think about the fucking end of the movie? So we talked about pretty much everything else, but the
Oh,
conclusion.
so like, all right, this is what I think about the part with the movie and shit. So they did all these
You can start
interviews.
with the prom scene, Art, because we didn't really start from there. Like the prom scene, how he finally got this bitch and shit.
So he
Madison.
finally got the girl. That's like, I feel like it was a kind of pity. She didn't want to go with the nigga for real.
Yeah, I don't know. See, it's kind of maybe she didn't, but then he asked her that and she was like, "Nah, it ain't no pity shit." I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, it
maybe
was
not.
though. It was.
Was clearly.
She could have took any other nigga in that school, but that's this lame ass asshole. There's no.
But then again, Art, like
It
she
seemed like
waited so long that maybe she was waiting for him. Maybe.
Yeah, because you remember the scene where they was in the cafeteria and she sat in between him and like she sat in between Rachel and Greg. It's
Right.
like she that was before the whole make a movie thing. So it's like maybe she fucked with this nigga a little bit. Maybe.
Wait a minute. She even drove. She found where the fuck Earl be at, and she found this nigga. And like, she could have waited till the next day to be like, could you make the movie? But she found
went to where he was at.
Maybe she did like him. I ain't think about it like that.
Maybe.
But he's such a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, because I feel like from the very beginning when they first showed her coming to the office looking for the professor or the teacher or whatever, they kind of showed it like, you know, hot girls, this and that. He was talking about her, and obviously we knew he liked her, and so I don't know, maybe she liked him a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of
that nigga felt weak and more weak and insignificant whenever she was around, bro. That nigga was really a sad ass nigga.
Yeah, he felt weak from the very beginning. He always felt weak because he is weak. He's a weak ass nigga, and I don't think his character development was that crazy, Art. I feel like he like y'all said, he finally realized that fuck, man, my friend finna die. I really need to do this shit because I really care about my friend. But outside of that, I don't really think he changed much. Like to me,
he finally did the college shit. He finally like sent in the shit.
But because
he still did it off the strength. Yeah, he did still did
that
it
shit with her, bro. That shit was
like
crazy to me.
But like nobody's going like, well, in movies they do, but like realistically, niggas don't do a complete 360 and be just an outstanding guy. So it's a learning. It was a learning experience for him.
It happened in anime all the time.
Yeah,
they love doing that in movies.
This was a learning experience for him. He's gonna going forward. He could become a good guy.
He's gonna use the memory of Rachel to like push him forward and shit. That's what he's gonna do. Because Rachel is the reason why he. Matter of fact, like Rachel's so fucking real. Like even after they had that argument and they didn't talk for forever, it seemed like she still did that shit where she wrote to college and was trying to get him back in, and she told her story and shit. Like that shit was cold.
Yeah.
He was a bitch ass nigga before that.
Let's talk about this movie shit though, bro. So they did all these interviews with all these students. I love her, everybody. Earl. She died before all that shit even came. Like they ain't do should have shown a bunch of paper mache like things,
But
and then
that's
she
the
died.
thing. Well, so the thing is, that's what she liked about his movies. They was
Yeah,
doing,
no, she
and
loved the movie, but I mean, I'm just
and
saying,
the
like, I'm
reason
pretty
why
sure
they
she was
dubbed
one of
that shit is because like that's like the regular shit. Like I've seen that before. Like somebody be sick or whatever, and then you go around and record everybody saying something or some shit. Shit. One of my partners back in training or whatever, he was getting ready to leave, and he was like cool with everybody and shit. And so before he left, we went around and we were like recorded everybody talking about him and shit, and we showed that shit to him before he left. But yeah, like that's like a regular thing. But the movies, the reason why she liked them so much is because they wasn't regular movies. Like they was kind of weird, and
It
so
was
that's why
stupid
they
ass
dubbed
shit.
that shit. That's why they dubbed that shit, because they didn't want to do no regular shit.
Yo, I will say though
that,
about
that,
that
that, that-
hospital
okay, I
scene,
get
bro.
it.
About that hospital scene, that shit when they started showing the movie, and they had like, I guess something started happening to her, and then they had to go call in the nurse, and then like you still see the movie playing in the background, so it
And
got
she's
these
still watching
background
the movie.
colors. Yeah, it's these colors and shit. You see all the people running in and doing like that. That cinematography was fucking unique as fuck. That shit was crazy. I like that.
I
Shit was
have
fire
an
to me.
idea. You just mentioned all of these fucking colors.
Mhm.
Bitch had a seizure, an epileptic seizure because of this nigga. Like
Could have
that.
been.
All them fucking
Could have been.
colors, nigga. Turn that
Could
shit
have been.
down, nigga. Cut that shit
Well,
off.
they say she fell into a coma, but like shit, like
Nigga, her eyes wide the fuck open, watching all
Wait,
these
what?
damn light ass colors, nigga. That shit, that shit sends
It's
her
crazy.
ass
It's
into a
crazy. It's crazy because I had the same
that shit
thing.
looked good though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That scene looked good.
Man, that bitch got shook. Like, what the fuck is
He
going
did.
on?
He did say like how I made a movie so bad it killed somebody.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah,
He
that's how he
did.
started it. No, he said made a movie so bad, Art, that he
That's
killed
what
somebody.
Art said.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just he's so muffled and sounds so ass that you can barely understand what the nigga saying.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure,
didn't sound like this last
if
week.
they, what the fuck happened? You know, you cammed up, bro.
Who?
Art.
This nigga sitting in the dark.
He
Yeah.
was just cammed
Yeah,
up,
it's
but
10
I'm
o'clock.
sure if they show this movie to like a cancer patient, it might kill them also. So that's two movies you might have killed somebody with, brother.
Sheesh. So I'm gonna just say, like, for me, I really like the fucking conclusion. Like, that shit was crazy. I think it was kind of unexpected.
You like that she died? You said.
Well, not even that she died, but like, even after she died, I'm not gonna lie. I had a score when she died, and then they brought it like after that. After that, man, I don't know how to.
You talking
I don't
about
know
all
how to
like the
explain it.
emotional shit they bought
Yeah,
everything
it was a
full
lot of shit
circle,
going
and
on, bro. And it's like
the scissor shit that his mom talked about, that shit came full circle
yeah,
where you got a chance
and
to see all the
then
stuff
the
that she
fucking letter
created.
shit. I'm like that shit made it even better to me, like twice. Cause like I had a score and then I was like, all right, and then that shit happened, and I was like, fuck, like nigga, you lied to me. This nigga lied and shit. Like fuck, that
He's
shit hit.
definitely a whole ass nigga.
And then after that, when she started reading the letter that she wrote, I'm like, fuck, like really, fuck. And so like I really liked the end of this movie. He was a fucking goofy from the very beginning, but they switched the tone completely. I feel like, and to the end, it's like it was real different.
What was different? You mean the tone was different, or you mean was he different? Because he wasn't.
Nah, I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, like the first half of the movie, it was stupid and goofy, and he was being a weirdo, and it's like, okay, I see how they're trying to be funny, and they got these little jokes in here. The second half of the movie had no funny shit at all. It was no laughing matter at all. Everything was just serious and like I don't know.
Depressing.
It's like two different movies. Yeah, it started getting like
her for writing that letter, man. That was dope.
Nah, that letter shit was crazy, bro. Like I said, even after he was a fuck nigga and he yelled at that bitch, like that was crazy. She said, "Don't yell at me." He yelled at that bitch for. He just like he kept blaming everybody for his fucking problems, bro. Like everything
Typical
is your
white
fault,
people
bro.
shit.
Like it's not this dying girl fault that you being like this.
That's why that Earl scene was so powerful, bro. He really told him, and he
Yeah,
punched
Earl,
him in the stomach.
everybody was telling this nigga the truth. Everybody was telling him the truth in this movie. You need to hear all that shit. And now that your friend dead, you want to cry. He went out there and cried.
Nigga got punched in the gut.
And Earl hold that nigga out that room too before he helped him. Like he was like, "Oh, you still eating in here for lunch?"
Nigga said, nigga,
Earl had his feet up on the chair, nigga. That nigga said, "Yeah, I like the chairs in here." That nigga said, "I do too." That sound like
a you problem.
Yeah, he was honing that nigga. He made that nigga get up out of it.
Just sit down and eat though.
Then he was like, I'm not eating in here if you eating in here. Like, that's some bitch ass shit. I ain't gonna eat in here if you in here. That's some bitch ass shit to say, bro.
Nigga bought a whole pail of motherfucking Korean cuisine or whatever the fuck. Nigga got hold out of a room out of your eating room. You stupid as hell.
Well, it was both of their eating room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like that's where you the most comfortable at.
Shit, they both said they wasn't gonna be there if the other nigga was there. And Earl said, I ain't leaving. He said, "You get your ass out of here."
I think Earl would have stayed. I think they would have had like a little moment or whatever, like a little awkward silence moment, and they finally would have talked to some shit.
Maybe, but also Earl had his
Greg
feet up on that chair. I'm saying Earl had his feet on that chair. You think Earl would have took his feet off that chair for that nigga?
They was gonna have to run the one again.
They probably would have had to run the one again.
And they'd have been cool again. Because
what's crazy is, let me tell you what the fuck is crazy. When they went out there to fight, he told that nigga, "Yeah, hit me, this and that." He punched that nigga in the stomach once and he fell. But before that, the shit said the time I got into my first fight or some shit. Nigga, that's not a fight.
That's what niggas that don't fight.
That's a fight it on. Shout out Battle Truth. You ain't get in a fight, you got fight it on like Easy and Papoose. Shout out.
It was only one hit. It was one punch too, and this nigga fell on the ground.
Nigga folded like a bitch, bro.
He punched the nigga in the stomach. He fell on the ground.
He did all that shit, hyping himself up on the way over there, talking mad crazy and shit. Got socked in the stomach and folded.
He told me, "Do it. You want me to hit you? Do it." He hit that nigga too.
Yeah, Earl really was a real nigga, bro. Like everybody
Earl wasn't even gonna hit that nigga, bro. Earl wasn't gonna hit that
except
nigga.
Greg, bro.
What's crazy is Earl wasn't gonna hit the nigga until like he was talking crazy. Greg was talking crazy.
Yeah, I think that nigga stay in there. He wouldn't even had that fight with Ill Phil.
Hey, yeah, Ill Phil ran down on niggas, boy.
Found that,
and the other nigga too. The other nigga
I'm
ran
back
down,
from
but
my
he also
routine.
snitched.
That's the shit right there,
too.
like that made me like, come on, Greg. Both these niggas in your face horn you like you made an enemy for the rest of your life. No, you made two enemies for. All right, which one of y'all niggas finna scrap it out right now, nigga? That's what I would have said. On God, like y'all
nigga that was both in his face at the same time.
That nigga got bullied by two of the weirdest niggas in the whole school.
Somebody got to scrap it out, Art. Somebody got to. Y'all niggas not. I don't got no enemy. We gonna rock right now. That's it, nigga.
Greg is crazy because his whole plan from the very beginning was to go through high school and survive without getting any mortal enemies or embarrassing himself crazily. Yeah, so those are his only two goals.
He did all that shit.
He was walking on eggshells.
Playing in like I just can't relate to this.
He was walking on eggshells, bro. Like trying not to get on nobody's bad side.
That's what I say about Art, man. This is why I fuck with Art because his name, like the movies Art recommend, like it's just I can see an artsy nigga recommending all of these films. That's why
they're artistic.
That shit is dope. Like this is his personality. That shit dope. That don't mean I have to like the movie, but I do. Like I really think it's dope that this nigga recommend these type of movies. That shit fire to me. That he's man enough to be like, fuck it, y'all niggas might think this shit weird, but I'm still going.
Yeah, nigga, be yourself. Stand on what you fuck with.
This is pretty tame though to me. Like
this is complete.
You can get worse than this.
Yeah, this ain't motherfuckers. It ain't.
Motherfuckers wasn't that bad.
Boy had a pet roach. A colony. It was a colony of
I would
roaches.
watch motherfuckers 15 times again before I watch this shit.
I wouldn't.
That's a fact.
That's you.
I wouldn't. All right, man. We can get to the final.
All right, let's get to the ratings, man. Y'all going?
Hey, KTL said Puos told dudes, "I ain't got no enemy." Like he can control that. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Just scrap it out with them niggas. You won't have no enemies no more. You see, after he fought Ill Pill, like it was up. It was over. Like that nigga was done.
That nigga said, "Hey, yo, babe, you see me pummel this bitch?"
Just scrap it out, bro. Like,
hey, that nigga was lying. No, he wasn't lying. Actually, he wasn't lying. He had that nigga in a headlock.
Pumbling and headlock is two different things. Like a pumbling. Like,
well, he was winning.
Pummeled.
He was winning.
Got pummeled.
Well,
if you want to avoid,
until
Go
Buddy
ahead.
Partner jumped in. He was winning.
For any like nerd bitch ass niggas who ever listen to this section of the podcast, if you want to avoid getting bullied, just scrap it out, bro. They're gonna leave you alone after that.
Even
Just
if
scrap it
you
out.
fight and lose, bro, they still gonna know you gonna fight.
You fuck around and win. Like, just scrap it out. It don't matter. Just don't let a nigga hold you. That's it. Once you get
Who
hold,
else?
everybody gonna hold you.
Who else? But like it's like you said earlier, bro. What's crazy is this nigga, what's his name? Ill Phil had got expelled, and this nigga is in the cafeteria to fight a nigga, bro. This nigga was expelled from the school at that time.
If he would have scrapped it out
Shit, he ain't got nothing to
immediately,
lose.
that wouldn't have happened, bro.
Nigga in the cafeteria battle rapping. Nigga, you expelled. How you get here?
What they gonna do? Put him out? Yeah, all right, yeah.
The principal was like,
That's exactly what they
the
did.
principal
They
was
just
like,
put
what
him
the
back
fuck
out.
you doing here? You got expelled.
But
Like,
what happened after the fight? Ill Phil didn't give
he
a
was trying
fuck
to get
no
it.
more.
He was trying to get at this girl.
We already scrapped, nigga. I'm out of here, bro. That was it.
He was talking shit though, Puos.
But when them niggas, it was 3 of them niggas outside, and Ill Phil was just out there with them niggas. Like they already had a fight. He didn't care no more. Like, just scrap it out, nigga. Simple.
That was a weak ass fight too.
Don't matter, bro. Don't
That's
matter.
a weak ass fights in this shit.
Weak ass fight
I
is
will
better
never
than
get
getting
bullied.
hold for their whole life.
Never get bullied. We're gonna scrap it out, and that's gonna be it, bro. That's it. Scrap it out.
Yeah,
out,
anybody
Greg.
that's getting bullied, a lot of the times you getting bullied because you're not saying nothing back, bro.
Yeah,
Say something back.
That's it.
Fight with
Simple.
niggas. Like, I ain't saying go around and just pick a fight with anybody, but if somebody clearly trying to be on your bumper and shit, nigga, fight.
Exactly, bro. You cannot let niggas hold you, bro, in life, in nothing. Scrap it out, bro.
Hey, y'all know who this nigga remind me of? Any of y'all niggas used to watch Nickelodeon back in the day. This nigga remind me of a nigga that used to be on there named Fred. Y'all remember that nigga, Fred nigga?
Yeah. No.
Fred, what you talking about?
What show? You can't just say a nigga name. What show?
That's it, Puos. It was Fred. He was
I
just a nigga.
I know exactly what it is. Yeah,
And he was a nigga with this high pitched ass
show.
voice that he was using.
The worst show of all time.
Like it, and I don't even think that shit was really a show like that. I don't know what it was.
It was a show. He blew up on like YouTube.
Yeah, he was like a famous nigga. Yeah,
it blew up on
YouTube
YouTube when it first started and shit. And then he had his own little show. It lasted for like 1 season or some shit. I know who you talking about.
Yeah,
he had blonde hair.
Nah, you talking about Ninja? That's the gamer nigga.
I don't.
He talking about.
Fred did have blonde hair.
I thought he said blue hair. Whatever the fuck.
Blonde.
It was a white boy. Yeah, he had blonde hair. He had a real like high voice and shit. I think he used to make songs every once in a while and shit. Like,
yeah, he had this high voice that he used like you know how to like the little chipmunk voice. He used to use that when he talked and shit. He was like a weird ass kid.
It
He got famous off that
I
shit.
kind of can see it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, let's not talk about Fred. Let's get to Fred.
Hey, look it up, Paul. Search it on Google. Fred Nickelodeon.
All right, I'll pop it off.
thoughts.
I'll pop it off with the final thoughts. I will never watch this movie again. It was just like this. The first part was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like they had a little bit of comedic relief and shit. Earl was cool, you know what I'm saying? But like that depressing shit, bro, like, and then the fact, like, what made it worse was the fact that the nigga was reassuring us the whole movie. Nah, she lived, bro. She gonna be good. And then she died, and he like, oh yeah, sorry, I lied. I'm like, bitch ass nigga, what you mean? You could have just not lied. Like that shit.
He ain't say he lied, bro. Keep going.
Whatever the fuck, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. And for that main reason, I will never watch this shit again. Mm-hmm. Other than that, cinematography was like, all right, you know, they wasn't trying to do nothing crazy with it. But I think it was more so like an artsy piece, like, you know, like Puos was saying and shit. The plot was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this movie just don't really have no. And I know it's not meant to be really exciting, but like, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna give this a 6.2.
All right, Art.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. This I like this. I've seen the movie multiple times since 2015 when it first came out. Like, I like this movie a lot. I actually seen this like in like a local theater in my neighborhood back in the day when it first came out. Where they show movies like this only. But, yeah, but no, I like this movie a lot, man. I ain't gonna say I like it a lot, but I watched the movie a lot. I like the story. I like the characters. Earl is like I'm like RJ Cyler became one of my favorite actors off of this movie. I get it. So I get it every time I see a movie like starting with because he fired me. I think he's underrated as an actor too. But, with that being said, I don't rate this super high. Like it's not gonna be a crazy high rated movie to me, but I'll give it an 8.
All right, Pools.
Went in unbiasedly, even after my reaction the other day, a week ago. I feel like my reaction was fair. This shit was ass. Like this shit, I wasn't fucking with it, man. I can't. As a person who can like I know psychology, so I can see what Greg was going through. I understand it, but bitch, is you take accountability. Everything is your fault. That's number one. I like Earl also. He was a good character. This shit just was ass though. Like nothing happened. Like it was ass, bro. Like I ain't finna. It was ass, bro. Might be one of the worst movies I've seen on this podcast. That shit was ass. And Black Roots, you often ask me this question: Would I watch this with a bitch? No, I wouldn't. Not at all. She's gonna say, "Why did you recommend this boring piece of shit movie?" And I'm gonna say, a nigga named Art told me it was good. So no, I'm a fair rater. I usually give shit like a little bit higher, and I'm gonna do that right here. And I'm 4.5. Art, I'm sorry, bro.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, just for shits.
You know what? Actually,
if we go,
go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna actually give it a 5 because the dialogue towards the end of the movie was incredible. Like they had some dope shit. Earl scene, the teacher scene, the bedroom scene. That shit was. If it was more of that, I would have been on a 7.5, 8 spectrum. But nah, bro.
Also, no need to apologize. I never expect nobody to like these movies. So it's okay.
No, when I say I'm sorry, it's just I don't mean technically sorry that I'm finna give you this ass rating. That's just what it is, brother. But that's just how I apologize.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching.
You know you my man, and you like niggas always prejudge this shit, and I happen to like Dogtown shit. Lords of it was dope to me, motherfuckers. It was cool. 12 Angry Men might be my number 1 movie so far, but this shit is not 4 points. No, 5. I'm gonna give it a 5. That's it, bro.
All right. Hey, Roots, what did you rate it?
A 6.2.
All right. Yeah. So I kind of agree with some of the points that Puos made about like everything that he said about Greg and like how he can see from his perspective and Earl and things like that. I agree with some of what Root said, but actually I have the opposite opinion of Roots on the two halves of the movie, because I feel like that for me the first half of the movie was kind of stupid, weird, silly, whatever they was trying to do. And that shit was alright. It was cool. I was mostly just laughing at how much of a idiot, like bitch ass nigga that Greg was. But the second half of the movie, I feel like when the tone switched, like to me it was a better movie. Like that's an actual movie. Like that's a movie that's more like a drama type thing. And like Paul said, nothing really happened in it, but I feel like it was more of like the character and the dialogue that was kind of supposed to carry it. And I feel like the scene that they did in the room with him and her, it was great dialogue. When he was out there with Earl, the same shit. Like, I don't know, like it was a lot of shit in this movie. And when Root said the thing about how they was reassuring us that she wasn't gonna die, I'm on the same page that when she died, like it was like, man, that shit fucked up. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Don't lie to me type shit. But I have a different opinion on how that affected me from the movie because it was unexpected. And so, although I had it in my mind, I was like, why the fuck they keep saying she's not gonna die? Like, why the fuck they keep telling us this? But by the time it got to it, and he was like, she went to a coma and then she died like 10 hours later or some shit. I was like, fuck. Like, damn, nigga. I wouldn't, And so I had a rating whenever it got to that. But then, like I said, when it got to the next part where he snuck up to her room after she died, and it was like, damn. And then after that, whenever he got the letter that she wrote to the college, because he didn't make it into the college, bro, because he was spending all his time with her and he didn't do no schoolwork and shit. And so she wrote a letter to the college about this nigga, telling him why he should like be considered. And this was even after he did all that fuck shit. He did all that fuck shit, and they wasn't talking to each other until the day he went to the hospital. And the day he went to the hospital was the day that she died. So it's like, fuck, like she still did that shit after this nigga was a bitch. So it's like that shit was kind of crazy to me. And so yeah, I agree with some of the points that y'all made, but I feel like the movie resonated with me differently because of those reasons. And so I'm gonna give my rating, but before I give my rating, I want to talk about some of these things that I found out about this. So obviously, like Root said, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman did the voice for that shit. This was R.J. Cyler's first film, and so Art said this the film that made him like fuck with the nigga. That's why he's one of his favorite actors. Well, this was his first film that he ever did. I think he did a good job as Earl for it being his first film, especially. They said that Emma Roberts was considered to be the lead instead of Olivia Cooke.
How old is?
She wasn't old back then, though. Huh? 2015.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Emma Roberts is the one from
Easy A.
Yeah, Easy A.
Wait, hold on, no, that's Emma Stone.
I thought that was Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts is the blonde girl, right?
Emma Roberts is Art. You should know all these, right? Yeah, Emma Roberts is from. She was in the movie you suggested, right? The
Hunt.
The Hunt. Yeah, that's Emma Roberts. All right, yeah. So
yeah, she's. Nah, I don't like.
They was gonna have her play this. Maybe she could have did it. She's a good actor. And so Olivia Cooke, she shaved her hair for this role. We seen her with the baldy. They had a scene that they were gonna put in the movie. It was a impromptu scene, I think. Did I say impromptu right? I don't know. And they were going to they had a scene where they actually shaved her head. It was Greg and Earl, and they shaved her head in the movie, but they didn't put that scene in the movie. And also he was gonna shave his head too, Greg. He was gonna shave his head for the movie, like to be like in solidarity and shit, but he didn't end up shaving his shit because he ain't have to, and he got other like opportunities. So nigga was like, fuck it. And also the last thing is what we talked about, where he kind of broke the fourth wall and he was talking to like the audience and he was telling them like, don't worry about it, she gonna get better. And then the next time he came back, it was like, yeah, don't worry about it, she's not gonna die, I promise, this and that. And then she ended up dying, and he had the little dialogue that was like, she died. I know I told you that she wasn't gonna die, but I that's because I didn't think she would, but she did. She died, whatever. And so the reason that they put that in there like that was that so that the audience could have the same experience that he had whenever she died. So I think that's pretty cool, I guess. So for me, I give it a 8.3 rating. Actually, I actually like the movie more than I thought I would like it.
Let's go, Slim.
Would you watch it again?
Shit.
Would I watch it again? So I'm maybe not no time soon, because I'm not really the type of person that like to watch movies over like that often. So I think if I was watching a movie over, it would have to be really crazy. I don't think I would watch this over no time soon, but I did like it. And Puos, about watching it with a bitch, I feel like there can be a situation where you can watch this with a girl, because even though it ain't really a lot going on, like maybe once they get to like the little emotional scenes and shit, then they might, fuck with that a little bit. So with that being said, the final rating for this movie that is called Me and Earl and the Girl, the Dying Girl. Yeah. We got a 6.8 rating for the final score. Salute to Art and his rating.
Let's go. Hey, KTL, you can count 6.8 is more than two hands, bitch.
Oh my God.
You lucky he didn't watch it. That nigga would have gave it a 1, like dead ass. He would have.
Yeah, I am lucky he ain't watching.
Y'all think KTL would have hated it?
Bro,
Probably.
he would have hated this shit, bro.
He would have hated it. He would have hated on it. Like
he would have hated the movie, and then it would have been extra because it's my movie.
KTL be having some different opinions sometimes. I don't know if he would have liked or hated.
KTL's judging system is dumb, bro. Like he judges movies based off of actual character decisions and not directorial decisions. It's stupid. Like it doesn't make sense. He doesn't. He'll say, "Yo, why is he such an asshole? Why is he such an asshole?" Not realizing that the movie makes him an act like he's an asshole for a reason because he doesn't know how to watch movies.
If it ain't like 1,000 explosions, he probably not gonna fuck with it that much.
I can't say that, Puos, because you know he recommend like Silver Linings Playbook and shit like that.
But this is what you gotta understand with KTL. It has like Bradley Cooper. That's one of his favorite niggas. Like, if it got one of his top niggas in it, he's not gonna hold it. But if it had
what about the Gentleman? Well, you didn't watch the
Gentleman.
See it. What about the Gentleman?
Wasn't Matthew
McConaughey?
That's one of his niggas. Like.
Okay, so that's how he judged, huh? His favorite people.
In my opinion, I could be wrong, but like Art said, he's a Mountain Dew nigga, man. Shout out KTL.
Yeah, man. Shout out KTL. Hopefully we see him on the episode next week, man. With that being said, next week's episode, KTL made a comment. It says, "Sound like you got a garbage character that you want credit for." Well, like I said, like he was a terrible character, but I enjoyed watching his stupid ass on screen. Like he made some funny moments.
His character was terrible on purpose. KTL. It was plot development. He was written that way, for the movie to be good.
Yeah, KTL, because KTL like Punch Drunk Love, and I don't know if any of y'all ever seen that, but Adam Sandler played one of the worst people I've ever seen in my life in that movie. He's a bitch ass spastic nigga, bro, in that movie.
What we didn't say about maybe I missed it because I've been drinking and smoking hookah and shit. But did y'all say how he dubbed the bad bitch to go chill with old girl? I don't think niggas made that a point. Like he dubbed.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
No, I don't think nobody.
If he was an outstanding, wonderful character throughout the whole movie, that part wouldn't make any sense. Like, well, it would make sense, but it wouldn't be a powerful scene for him to do that because it shows character development.
He kind of he is a piece of okay.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
I would have done the same thing, Art, but I would have at least hit old girl up and like, hey, look, man.
And you gotta think about it, like, all right, the whole time it's people telling him you gotta be forced to do stuff. You gotta be forced to do stuff. He said no, he wasn't gonna do it at first, so he changed his mind willingly to do that. So that.
But you have to tell the girl that you're not finna go to prom with her, bro.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be like, and she, of course, she gonna understand because my friend dying, so I'm gonna go see her and show her.
Maybe he did because he was in the limo. He was in the limo.
Well, they didn't fucking.
Well, that was kind of a funny scene too. The nigga kept saying, "Huh."
Oh yeah, that I kind of like that scene too.
Yeah, somebody got an echo in the background right now.
You know who it is, man. Come on.
That's Art?
Yeah, it's Art.
Niggas, clearly, bro.
I didn't know.
So I think he has like a speaker in the background and his microphone is picking it up.
All right, man. So with that being said, next week's movie is chosen by Pujols.
Oh,
man.
Let's go.
Pujols, like you can talk about it, but you're gonna announce it, and then you want me to post a picture, or you gonna post a picture? How you want to do it, bro? We can do it however you want to do it, man.
Then I want you to put the picture up, man.
Got you, man.
Now,
I love that Pujols is right after me, so he gotta watch my movie in order to reveal his movie. So that's what's up.
I know, bro. Low key, I was like, damn, I gotta watch this sorry ass shit just to get my shit off. Pause. Either way, though, I want, especially you, Art. This is something I need you to watch with your headphones in, brother, because I don't want you to get
oh man, all right, bad.
Or I want you to keep your job and keep providing for your family.
Jesus
brother.
Christ!
All right, bad. I got
you.
Keep your headphones in when you watch this shit, man.
This nigga about to you watch some crazy shit. All right,
we're stepping away from all this depressing shit. And I haven't jumped into my horror bag in about a month and a half. It's lit. We back, nigga. Fuck is niggas. We back. Fuck is niggas talking about, man. This is 2022's X. Big Mia Goth, nigga. You see my bitch up there? You see my bitch? And I don't want to hear y'all say she don't got no eyebrows and she ugly, nigga. Fuck you niggas.
Yeah,
she ain't got no
eyebrows and
doing
she
this
ugly.
shit, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you seen it already before. Fuck out of here. You know this shit.
Nah, she look kind of crazy in this picture.
We got
I actually meant to watch this, and it's an A24 film, though. That's
She's a
we got Mia
star.
Goff. We got Kid Cudi. What's
You
old
got
girl name?
Emma. I'm not Emma. What's the little Jenna Ortega?
Jenna Ortega. Yeah, I couldn't think
Oh, I
of her
fuck
name.
with her fire.
Man, y'all
The
niggas
blonde lady. I don't know her
show
name.
my
Yeah,
bitch some respect. The bitch
we got
from-
Art,
X,
bro.
man.
Wasn't
Art,
she
bro.
on what's that that movie with the singing, the blonde lady?
Right.
What's that
Pearl.
movie called? No. Cheaper. No. What's that movie where?
Oh, you talking about the blonde lady?
Yeah, she was on that singing movie, right?
I don't know which movie it was. You talking about
what's that
with
movie
the
called?
girls?
The bitch everybody be saying kind of fine, but she was in
Pitch
the
Perfect.
accountant. Yeah, Pitch Perfect. She's in Pitch Perfect.
Anna Kendrick.
Right? Yeah,
She might have been
Shout out
on that.
X. This movie is
So yeah, man, we got X next week. Slick.
yeah, man. I love this.
Real
movie.
quick, is this like a slasher? It gives off the vibe of a slasher.
Watch it and
Yes.
see, Roots,
I
man.
fuck with slashers, bet.
Tune
But
in
fuck
next
with
week to
fuck with
find
the
out.
message behind it though.
As long as it's got blood and somebody getting stabbed and scrapping and shit, I don't give a fuck about a
Let's
message.
go.
All right, man. We'll be back next week. This has been another episode of the Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. And we are out.
Yeah.